said, oh, this is too advanced a thing to choose to analyse, but it was something they were doing. I don't want to choose the wrong thing again, even if it's something that they were doing. So I didn't really like that assignment.
There's a lot of work to do. There isn't a let up, there isn't a relaxation. You have to still stay on the ball. You can't let it drop.
We've had a couple hours this morning to prepare for lessons next week and get organised.
Had my third TP session. Went really well.
Today I observed a beginner's class and an intermediate class.
Assignment was during the day, so for a lot of people, a couple of late nights to get it done.
Next week for my last two teaching practices.
Third assignment.
The fourth assignment.
As regards assessment, there are various components. The first is obviously teaching practice. People teach 8 times on the course for 45 minutes each.
6 hours altogether, and this means they're observed by their tutors.
Teaching starts on day 2. This is continuous assessment, so after each teaching practice, candidates are given information as to whether they have met the standard for that stage of the course or they have not.
Yesterday I had my 6th TP practice on functional language. It was about expressing opinions and agreeing or disagreeing, and it went well.
She had to teach or develop their knowledge of how to express opinions, how to agree with each other, how to disagree with each other. She set it up very nicely about men being better drivers than women, which created a lot of interesting debate among them. She was very good at eliciting a lot of good expressions from them. Her board work was lovely. She'd really put a lot of preparation into the lesson. So they were using the language she taught, which was great.
The second component is the assignments, basically, and on our course they receive 4 assignments overall.
At the end of the CELTA, you can get 3 different awards. You have a pass, which is the standard award.
The majority of people do get a pass, and passing a CELTA course is an achievement in itself.
There are 3 levels of a pass. You can have a strong pass, standard pass, and a weak pass.
That's information that goes on your report, and that is also information that your future Director of Studies can detect as well. A pass B, lesson planning has usually been strong. They're confident as teachers already, but they probably still need to develop their language awareness as well. Quite often somebody who's a strong pass will have a lot of B qualities, but just within that 4 weeks in the time frame we have for them, they just don't quite tick the box at that time. But it doesn't mean they're not going to continue to develop and gain those qualities as teachers.
You can get a pass A, which is the top, and it's also quite rare to get, because it must be perfect after a month and very skilled, as if you had like a 3-4 year experience in teaching, and it's doable, but it's not very common.
Divided up, typically about 70% of people get a pass, about 20% of people get a pass B, and roughly about 7 to 8% come out with a pass A grade. There is a very small percentage of people who fail.
And fail the CELTA course, but it's not our goal, it's not our idea to fail anybody, and that's why throughout the course there are different moments of reflection to help students and prevent anybody from failing their CELTA course. So you have different moments where you can approach the student one-to-one, and it's standard procedure from Cambridge. And even outside the centre itself, Cambridge has its own standards and checkpoints to help with this situation and to prevent students from failing.